T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with a side button next amount Future Digibyte OG. So I don't even have time to say good morning. So what you guys need to look at, and this is what I'm saying, we need to watch, because this is the part of the pattern. Look at the lines real quick. It'll put it in, but oh, fuck, not that one. But we'll go to Doge real quick. Let me get off my Wi-Fi. But these are things to watch right now. These are things to watch, so that you can be on the exact same page as me. So our first move up with Doge was from way down here when I told you to buy. Well, not down. Well, it was at 38, but then we came up. But then we had to kick down to 49. And I said the lowest move can be 49 to 59 to keep what we think is going to happen. And then it can go all the way up to that 70-cent point to keep this pattern intact. So if that first point was now met and it doesn't come up, that's the 50-50 gamble. I believe a head still has to be formed, but we will see. With XRP, when I told you to buy it, that's why we should all be long holding, so you don't have to worry about this shit. When I first told you to buy it again, it was down here. 130. Then I came on yesterday and said you still got a chance. It's at 138, but it did drop down to 130, 128 or whatever. So when I go to the XRP chart, down here, the first part that it could have hit for this pattern to be done, it hit. I gave you targets. That's upper target. That can still keep the pattern valid. When we had this before, this was our first target off of the bottom. So, and I told you, anything if you buy it over that first part is a gamble. That's why this is 50-50. Nothing's changed. I'm just saying these are the scenarios you need to know. We already had to move up from 128 to the 160 range. That was the first targeted move I made that I said was a minimum move up. We've already hit the minimum threshold. 178 is the top we can go to keep this pallet validated. If you see it over 178, it's going to 250. Like I said, I still think we're coming down to 78 cents at the end of this. I'm just saying it's our position to get in it, and you need to know all the risk, and these are all the risk. That's the bottom line. DGB, when I told you to get in at 10.3, they minimum move up on DGB. It's technically, I think DGB didn't technically exhaust it, but I mean, I was thinking DGB could come up to here minimum like that. Where was it at? Like 12 cents. It went up to 11.9. Big fucking deal. So it was down by 0.3 of a cent. But if it breaks that, the next move up, guys, if it goes to the next level, would be 14.2 on DGB. And then you get into these next ranges. 18 is on the table if it breaks and invalidates the pattern at 14.3. We've already hit the first target, though, because you didn't buy it on the bottom or close to the first target. I thought it could get up to here. So if it misses it barely, so fucking be it. But that's pretty close. But that's at the bottom of the patterns after the flash crash, when it came up a little bit and I told you what pattern we were on. These are the risk. Litecoin came off of 298, came up to 325. If that was the move, that's the move, fine. But we're looking at if it breaks out, and then the next target, if it breaks past this position, is way up here. Well, not way up there, but the next position would be right here with Litecoin. This was the one I was playing for, this position. But I was in it at 298, and I'm still in it. Because until the pattern's invalidated, so I don't make any money on this move, big deal. But I'm not going to sell out before the pattern's over. This is to put you in position in case something happens. We need to see what happens. We're doing a retrace right now. And, because when you break it down in smaller patterns, you can change every fucking 2 minutes. But the point is we need to look at this over the long term. And I will keep you up to date. So that's all I'm doing for the update right now. You just had to go watch the other fucking video if you want a real update. Period. I'm going to show you a few things, though. I'm going to start with this because the people in my community, the OGs like Sam, the fam like Sam, part of the T fam, he's got a special little badge. This is what you need to read, and I'm going to read it to you verbatim. Because for new members, this is why you need to subscribe to my channel. This is the difference. So Sam, I'm sorry, but I'm reading this. I don't usually do this. But that's the T-Fan badge you get next to your name, so I know that you paid and subbed. It says, bro, I'm just waiting for this month-long prophecy to play out. Then, like I said, I've got something seriously special for you, my guy. Trust and patience, my man. You are basically the reason I am where I am. I owe so much more to you than just money. Money isn't enough for all the work you've done every step of the way. You're a legend, brother. Good vibes for your future, dog. I know you got a good ride ahead of you in the game we call life, and blessed to have the opportunity to get to know you and be part of this. I wanted to read that because that was a special message to me, and I appreciate it. But this is what he said. Folks must read. Everyone who can say they are where they are from Tom is, I hope, paying it forward. If not, your time will come. What goes around comes around, folks. But honestly, you all need to support Tom so this material can keep coming. Just in this month, how much profits have we all made? How much money have we all saved by knowing when exactly to buy in at every level on multiple cryptos? We're beyond grateful and need to subscribe to ensure we don't lose this info. Keep Tom here for us. And honestly, this is the most important thing that he said, because this is what happened to me. I refuse to watch any other YouTubers' videos because I watch my own too, guys. So when I watch theirs, it corrupts me. On cryptos, because they just frustrate me now. It all pisses me off so much now that I know they are just spewing out bullshit to get your views and money. They don't actually know crypto. They don't know how charts and technical analysis. They tell you to buy at the worst times and no sincerity. Even if they were sincere, they don't have the right knowledge Tom does. Point is, every time I watch another YouTuber's video, I have determined that if I listened to them, I would have lost money. They look out for themselves and their hidden agendas in their pocketbook. Tom is here for the people, by the people. Tom is the people. I can't believe how much money I lost before I had the blessing of coming into Tom's world. Forever grateful. We owe you our allegiance, brother. Pay it forward when you can, but if you listen to Tom, then honestly, you will never be in a position again when you aren't able to pay it forward. Tom's army forever blessed. Real, recognized, real. Exactly! If you pay attention to what I'm saying, there's no reason you shouldn't pay it forward because you're blessed. Period. And then this is the last one. Mark Colley, another T-Fan member, OG of the OGs, just like Sam. Been around for a while, and this is another thing you guys need to hear. This stuff is, and this is why you need me here. This is why you can't have me teaching 4 classes a day. Otherwise, this doesn't happen. This stuff is changing every minute. That's why we need a guy like this on our side who is studying these charts full time, keeping us updated throughout the day. The guys who are doing videos once a day or less just are not helping enough unless you are talking or taking long positions. If you're trying to fatten your bags, this is it. I'm getting ready to upgrade memberships now. And then he says how YouTube sucks, basically. Hey, Tom, I'm not sure if it's on my end or yours, but the upgrade membership option in the light gray color instead of black, and it won't let me select it. Of course it won't. Don't worry about it. You don't need to upgrade. You're already a T-Fan member. That's the most important thing. Next, I want to tell you the newest members of Tom's Army. Arnold, member of Tom's Army. Pharaoh, upgraded to the OG perks. Mira, long time, and I mean long time, OG of the OGs of the OGs of the OGs of the motherfucking OGs, is now part of Tom's Army and a T-Fan member. Enjoy that exclusive badge. Mr. Morris, an OG of the OGs of the OGs of the old motherfucking G's, is now part of Tom's Army. Ikioma, not even from this world, not even from this country, but he too has found a way to be part of Tom's Army because he knows this valuable information is invaluable. The last thing I would like to cover before we go, the male population with the most recent, we gotta go grand scale because we don't want last 28 days. I have to go out to 90 days even though it doesn't go 90 days. Oh, the female audience is losing market share. We're down to 9.7%. 90.3 male dominated. But that's not why we're here. The age groups, we're here to look at the countries because that's my favorite part. 9.6%, 18 to 24, ever growing. 25 to 34 is shrinking down to 38.8%, which is a good thing, which means our audience is expanding. 35 to 44, 32.2%. 45 to 54, 15.4%. Our older 55 to 64 ever growing to 4%. But 65 plus, we still, guys, have not tapped into the 65 plus market. I don't know what the deal is there, and I know we can't get into the 13, 17 market because, you know, these videos are not suitable for children under 18. But the 65 plus market, I still can't crack into it. There's got to be some of you old motherfuckers out there that want to hear the wisdom and can teach me some wisdom. Because one day I will be an old motherfucker. There's nothing wrong with that. We need the oldies out there. Because without the oldies, we don't know the past. And without knowing the past, we can't predict the future. And without predicting the future, we're fucked and we're listening to the run guys, period. So this is my favorite part. The top geographics. The United States losing more market share down to 44.6%. And this is my native land. This is fantastic to see. The United Kingdom has always been one of my strongest supporters, coming in at 12.3%. That's huge. Canada, my brothers to the north, because I am a Michigander, my fellow Canadians, up to 7.9% of the market share. That's incredible. Still in the top 3. Australia separating themselves with 3.4% of the market share. The Netherlands, not to be outdone by the Philippines, are at 2.4%. The Philippines at 1.8%. Poland moving a big move up to 1.6%. Germany up to 1.3%. Malaysia at 1.3%. South Africa up from 0.6% to 1%. If the South African audience keeps coming, I have a special charity that I will be showing you that I donate some of your guys' money to. It is exclusively on Uphold. Oh yes, if you go into the integrations, go through, sponsor a farmer in Africa because we believe that we should help everybody. I have done it. So if my South African audience keeps growing, I will share those links so you too can sponsor a South African farmer and make sure that they can keep their water going to their crops and make sure that they've got the farming materials they need because they're being shafted every day by the manipulation. Make no mistake about it. And I believe very strongly in helping my brothers and sisters in South Africa and the African region. Belgium, 0.9% of the market share. And that's basically, you can support a farmer, guys. I do it. I kid you not. I've donated at least 10% of your guys' donations because I always wanted to do it. So I pay like $100 a month now to help these farmers in Africa. I kid you not. I'll share it later, but we're not ready yet. The South African army is growing, and I appreciate you guys. India, 0.8%. Ireland, moving up massively from a 0.3% market share just a couple weeks ago to 0.7%. Indonesia, 0.4%. The ever-growing Singapore up to 0.3%. Bermuda, out of nowhere, to 0.3%. Spain at 0.3%. Romania at 0.2%. Switzerland at 0.2%. New Zealand at 0.2%. France, not to be outdone by Mexico, at 0.2%. The Nigerians, as we know, will not be outdone by Mexicans. Oh, no, no, no. They're both at 0.2%. Norway and Italy. Well, Norway at 0.1%. Italy, my home country, where my family descended from 3 generations ago, still cannot crack past the 0.1%. Greece at 0.1%. The Cook Islands, my new beloved favorite place on the planet, at 0.1% because it is not run by any nationalized government. Unfortunately, there's no flights to there for the next 6 months out of my airport. But that is a place that I might look at long and hard. And Turkey, can you believe it? Yes, it's not Thanksgiving, but Turkey has cracked the list at 0.1%. And 16.9% of these countries still don't have enough data. So now, guys, we have cracked the market share in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17. 28 different countries with many more that can't even crack the market share because they don't make up 0.1%. This is absolutely incredible. So, guys, this is why you need to be a part of this show. Until next time, guys, I'm T-Speaker 222XRP Future Millionaire with a sidebound and XLM and Future Digibyte OG. If you ain't with me, you're against me. And for the last time, if you're against me, get the fuck out because I'm tired of seeing it in the comments. I'm not updating you anymore on this video. Watch the last video. It's priceless and it's probably the best video I've put out to date. Period. Stay blessed.